Section 1.7 is the last section that we're going to do in Chapter 1, and it was on function notation. So problem number 5 asks us to evaluate the function for f of 0, f of 1.5, and f of -4. So remember that means find the value of function f when the input, or x, value is 0. So the value of the function is the y. What's the y coordinate of the function if the x coordinate is 0? So for f of 0, when x is 0, go up to the graph, and what is the y coordinate? When x is 0, y is 3. F of 1.5. When the x coordinate is 1.5, what's the value of the function? What is the y coordinate? So 1.5, go up to the graph. That's that point right there. And the y coordinate is 5. So the value of the function when x is 1.5 is 5. And the last one, x of -4. So the x coordinate is -4. Go up to the graph. There's that point. When the x coordinate is -4, the y coordinate is +4. So the value of function f at -4 is 4. 20 we talked about briefly in class. I just kind of showed you really quick what it was asking for, but here it is in a little bit more detail. Remember that f of x notation kind of takes the place of our y in our equation. So this is a linear equation, the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b. So 1/2, that is our slope, or our m. +1 is our y-intercept. So this line starts at +1 on the y-axis, and it has a slope of 1/2, rise over run. So you go up 1 and over 2 and put a second point. So we're going to draw this line, but for this part, the domain part, we're only drawing this line when x is between -6 and +6. So there's 6 right there. So I'm going to put an open circle because it's just less than, strictly less than. And then I'm just going to sketch it. I don't even have graph paper right here, but we're going to keep going back there. And then I'm going to stop at -6. Whoops, I'm off a little bit there. So don't have it keep going, don't have the arrows. It's not going to continue. It's just going to be the segment of that line between -6 and 6 on the x. And the last one for today, number 20, is not a new problem, just the way that they phrase the question is a little bit different than the example that we did in class. Evaluate means get a numerical answer, the function for the replacement set. So that means you're going to replace the variable with these numbers. These are going to be your inputs. So this is how we wrote it in the other examples we did. Find f of -4, then we do it with 0. F of 0. Then evaluate f of 1/2. Whoops, f of 1/2. And then 5, f of 5. So you're going to have, if you have 4 inputs, you're going to have to evaluate the function 4 times and get 4 different outputs. So if I replace x with -4 for the first one, 2 times -4 is -8. -1 is -9 divided by 3. -9 divided by 3 is -3. If I substitute 0 in for x, 2 times 0 is 0, -1 is -1, divided by 3 is -1/3. When x is 1/2, 2 times 1/2 is 1, -1 is 0. 0 in the numerator of any fraction is 0. And the last one, if I put 5 in, 2 times 5 is 10, -1 is 9, and then 9 divided by 3 is 3. So it's the same we were doing in class today in our notes, just talks about replacement set as opposed to giving it to you written like this.